guys, this is Barrios, and you're on One Avenue TV. Being a finalist in this competition is super exciting for me. I think I definitely take it seriously. I am super honored to be a part of it. There are so many talented people just out of the 14,000 people that applied, and everybody's extremely talented. But even in the group of 5 that we have, it's an unbelievable amount of talent in a small group of people. So I definitely feel really honored to be a part of that group, and that somebody sees potential in myself, which is really cool. Growing up as a kid, I've always had music in my household. My family's been very musical, so playing instruments and singing has always been a part of me. The writing process came in when I was about 13 years old. I've been a big bookworm forever. I read a lot, and I don't really have the attention span to write a book because it's a very long process. So writing songs for me is kind of like a version of a baby book. I can kind of tell a message and tell a story in a short amount of time. And once I realized I could do that with music, I was like, sweet, now I'm gonna keep going. And I kind of just never stopped doing that. So I didn't really learn specifically anything. I just kind of picked it up and took different things from different parts of my life, writing and emotions and listening to music. I grew up with a lot of Norah Jones and James Taylor and things like that. So obviously they definitely affected my singing, but that all came in when I was about 13. The artist that's been the biggest inspiration for me is probably Ed Sheeran. Overall, I think he's extremely talented, and his songs just have a really cool vibe to it. They're super honest and real and funky and just all around perfect. But I think specifically just lyrically, I think he has a good way of telling a very descriptive story in a short amount of time to a really catchy beat. And I think I've kind of incorporated that into my own writing, in the sense that I never want to write a song that doesn't have a meaning or doesn't tell a story. I like my lyrics to be honest and personal. So I've kind of incorporated that into my own writing, and I think that's really interesting, because I think it's kind of like getting a feel for the artists themselves and kind of what goes on in their head. So definitely Ed Sheeran. My inspiring quote would have to be one that I made up myself, which is, be you, be different, who cares about the rest? And the idea behind that is to make sure that you are your best self. There are going to be tons of people who are going to have opinion of you, whether you're trying to make it in the music business or you're working a retail job. There's always going to be somebody who has an opinion, whether it's good or bad. So I think it's important that you feel the strongest about what you're doing. You feel good about yourself. You feel good about what you're wearing, what you're saying, how you act with people. And that's kind of the most important thing. Not everybody's going to agree with who you are, but you should feel strongly about who you are. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you catch me on One Avenue TV.